Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller.
Rally you bitch. Hog tie you hoe. Welcome everyone, it's the White Bronco Show.
Welcome to the White Bronco Show with your host Tommy Marks. I'm Aaron Bendersky. You can find us online at TheWhiteBroncoShow.chaoticradio.com with a K. Search and subscribe and download us on iTunes, The White Bronco Show. Like us on Facebook. Follow Tommy on Twitter, Uncle Tio's Niños. I'm at Big Happy Trees. The show's Twitter is at White Bronco Show. Call now, 909-989-0789.
Very sad night for the show, everybody.
It is indeed.
I guess it's kind of going to be a tribute show. The show actually has lost a co-host, Ryan Morford. As you all know, last couple of weeks he's been fighting AIDS.
Last couple of years, really.
Well, I mean, he just found out about it, technically, a couple weeks ago. And he died fast.
It's what happens when you don't go to the doctor.
It is what happens. And you know what?
Obamacare's not saving everyone.
He had immune system damage from YMCA sex, probably since he was like 19. And that's when he was homeless. But a lot of people are saying he just got it a couple of weeks ago. Why would he die so fast? Well, a lot of people don't know. He actually used to inject meth into his dick. So
yeah,
the sad things that drug addicts will do.
Yeah, that could have helped speed the process, but
that was just the beginning.
He was also born with HPV, and what we learned from him is HPV plus HIV equals RIP.
Well, everybody knows that.
Respect.
Yes, definitely. Another sad thing is he always lied about being Mexican, and he was going to take this lie to the grave because when we would play FIFA, he would say he was Spanish so he could play with Spain and have the advantage.
Of course.
But we all knew he was Mexican. We knew his grandma. We knew everybody. Tried to lie about Spanish family members. So his one request is actually to be buried with a Spanish flag. So we'll honor that.
I would say the same thing when I wanted to play with Ivory Coast. I don't know.
Ivory's white. I mean, why wouldn't we believe it?
Yeah, I think they had a white goalie one time.
I understand.
This one's tough. This one's really hard to even put out there. It was tough for his friends to tell his mom this, but he had we said this before, he had a sex life like Elton John in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
like Morrissey after the
Smiths. But when he was gay, that for those couple of years, he didn't know the etiquette. And he made a lot of people mad. He cummed on a lot of people's faces. So basically, a lot of his sworn enemies have vowed to come back to his funeral and catch him one last time slipping and come in his face, just as he did to them so many times at the YMCA or Turkish bathhouse or wherever he was.
So cruel.
Wherever he was finding shelter for the night.
I mean, he would talk openly about his love for auto-bestiality asphyxiation.
Oh, so sad.
He would tie up a dog and masturbate to it choking.
That was spawned from his sick obsession with the movie Beauty and the Beast.
The karmic cycle for
5
him.
years old. He had the wrong idea about what to do with dogs. Hey Blaine, do you have anything you want to say? I know you guys were kind of close.
Listen, it was a very sordid relationship, but I'm getting a little choked up right now. Sorry. Forgive me, my allergies. It's my allergies. It's just my allergies. I have a little something I
Keep it together, Blaine.
Bear with me, guys.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a poet, so I went ahead and used those skills. Dearest Morph, we all knew this day would come when the depravity finally caught up to our friend. You can only live crazy and loose just so long before the sickness would cause your end. As a child, you dreamed of anal and threesomes, strap-ons, gangbangs, and gay role-playing. Then high school came in to your sick, sick life. You should have gone down for rape, I'm just saying. Adulthood came fast to your loose mouth and loose ass. You sampled anything you could get on your finger or suck. In a sick, weird way, we kind of admired your openness. But unlike you, we knew which dirty holes not to fuck. Now here we stand reminiscing your life. You've banged chicks, priests, and dudes to get laid. For God's sakes, Morph, we begged you to bag it. Now we weep your loss as you lie dead of AIDS. Rest in peace, Morph.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
That was beautiful,
A
Blaine.
cunning linguist indeed.
Thank you.
That was very beautiful.
Could you guys please pass the tissues? Please pass.
Yeah.
It, please.
Here you go. Man.
A big dispute also in his death is Blaine's really choked up. Is what he's leaving behind. You know, he had a lot of interesting things. Most importantly, one of his most prized possessions was his 3 hamster cages. And, of course, they were all connected, so I don't know how he's going to divide those to his siblings, or maybe one person will take all 3 cages, and maybe a few hamsters, or maybe, I don't know, he might divide them up between his brother, his sister,
Right.
and brother-in-law.
Well, he has the entire discography of Britney Spears' career in vinyl and CD. And he's leaving that to... I kind of want that one.
Yeah.
I'll Rochambeau you for that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shots in some of that album art.
He also was a hustler. He had a little business where he would, back in the 90s, 2000s, he would go to Limp Bizkit concert, Avril Lavigne concerts, even, like sometimes Boyz II Men.
Right.
If he was crazy, Britney Spears, and he would make a little booth in front of like the LA Convention Center or whatever, and he would do a sign stand. And, the sign stand was for girls and boys to make signs with glitter and hold them up for their favorite bands. You know, it was a very lucrative business.
Those signs always looked really good.
Yeah. And, I thought...
they looked really good.
I told him to go to WWF and stuff like that. That's where you see a lot of signs. Yeah, he's intimidated by those crowds. But, the Biscuit and Levine crowds, they really took a liking.
He was so smart. Who knew? I thought everybody did those at home before they went.
Yeah, no, he was the guy.
Such a loss.
There was one poster that said, "Avril, I'll be your boy," BOI. That I want that one.
I like let's make that into a shirt. Also, this one's. I hope his mom didn't find this, but we all know he had a QVC co-ed collector series of electronic dildos. So I hope he or one of his male or female sex partners dispose of those before family had to find it. It was a great set. Also, another thing that he's leaving behind is a close friend of his who's been going through a lot of hard times, and Morph was really there to help him out and stuff like that. And
Who?
His name is Martin the Midget.
Of course, Marvin.
Yeah, Martin. And he's the guy who's been getting the surgery of getting stretched out. And, Morph was driving him in his, what kind of shitty car did Morph have? I forget what kind of car.
The Miata.
No, he had, shit, I don't know.
I always pictured him in a Mazda
Anyways,
Miata
it was
with
silver.
the top down.
It was a silver piece of shit. It was like a smaller PT Cruiser, some shit like that. Anyways, he was driving Martin to get this surgery done every week where he gets stretched out. So, maybe the White Bronco Show can use one of our interns or have some fan out there in, the IE reach out to Martin through our Facebook page if you want to help him and give him rides. He's looking for it. You know what?
Very sad. So sad.
It's not... And let's think about the things he did on the show. He talked about hoping that his fiance's grandpa would die, or he was actually planning on killing him to obtain his house,
right?
In a nice part of town. So you know what? I'm
not mad at him.
I'm not mad at him for that, and I almost feel like we should rally some guys at the funeral and say, "Hey, In honor of Morph, do we kill Gramps?
Should we do like a Kickstarter? Should we do a Kickstarter and raise some money to kill Gramps?
I mean,
in honor of him.
I think we could just rally some good guys together at the funeral.
Like finishing his legacy.
Yeah, and you know what? But speaking of his legacy, he kind of went out like Chris Farley. You know what I mean? Surrounded by drugs, strippers.
Yeah.
Fame. No, he didn't have the fame. I guess that's
the only difference.
Yeah, that was the only difference.
That's the only difference
between the two. And most importantly, the guy had a lot of fucked up Paul Walker jokes.
That's true.
So
he was really happy when that happened.
Rotten hell for that,
reason.
Morph. You fucking Jesus, those were sick.
Like he was cheerful when that happened.
Yeah, and he was like under suspicion that he didn't even believe that Paul Walker was dead because Fast and the Furious 7 was still coming out. But I think we have a caller. It's one of our correspondents down in Tijuana. Caller, are you there?
Oh, sorry. I was pulling it right now. It's a long hold right now. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, thanks for holding on. How's everything down in Tijuana?
It's pretty good, man. It's kind of scary. I'm off on the payphone right now, so I'm trying to look both ways.
This is Edwin. He lives in San Diego and Tijuana. He mostly goes into Tijuana for business, sex, and drogas.
That's how you do it, man. I'm trying to open my own business over there, auto asphyxiation, you know.
Hey, what's your Twitter? Your Twitter?
You'd make a lot of money.
What's your Twitter name?
Of course you do. Winky Junior.
It's Winky Junior. Hey, tell us about some of your favorite strip clubs in Tijuana.
Strip clubs? You know, us Mexicans, we call it the comida china, the Chinese food place, just to like refer for the strip club, you know. But if you're trying to go down there, go to First Street, fall on Hong Kong, Adelitas.
Hong Kong, Tijuana.
What's the best deal you've got being a local at a strip club?
The best deal I got is, you know, like I'm
Manos trabajos.
You know, like I'm gordas. I went to Chavelas. They're like 40-year-old, 50-year-old fat girls.
Now, when you go in there, do you get the full service? Do you get the room with the plastic sheets all made up for you upstairs?
Oh, hell yeah, I do. I don't get choked or anything like that, but yeah.
Is it a safe environment? Are those strip clubs safe, like for a white guy like me or Aaron? Can we go in there?
There's all kinds of people down there. There's like more white guys than Mexicans down there.
Okay.
I was abducted by a taxi driver one of the times I was down there.
Really?
I think he smelled weakness. He smelled the fear.
Where did he take you?
He took me to a strip club that was not Adelita's or Hong Kong, and they told me that if you leave, something bad will definitely happen to you. And he took me way off to the fucking middle of nowhere. It's my buddy and I, and so we had to go in, and then we ran out of there after spending like 2 hours. And no.
Hey, at least you got a free ride.
Yeah, no, it was really scary. Anyway.
Hey, let's cut the small talk, Winky Jr., aka Edwin. What's up with the donk shows in TJ?
The donk shows are private. You need to look for them.
Private? Like, are you gonna be our guy if we come? Like, do you know where they are? And I'll be the provider. And how do you like ask for ¿Dónde está el donk show? Like, how do you say it?
Yeah, just say it like that. ¿Dónde está el donk show?
I think donkey shows have gotten way too corporate. We should just do our own donkey show underground, grassroots.
I mean, that's...
We don't need to bring a whole club into it. We could do it ourselves.
I
could get us a donkey.
On Fat Tuesday. That's all you need.
That's true.
There you go.
I hear donk shows are also pretty big in the Pacific Northwest, up in Washington State. You know anything about that?
I don't know. You should answer that question.
I know.
They don't like to trim their bush up there.
I did live up there, and there's some questionable things going on, in farms, barns, and reservations. So everyone up there is fucking guilty of watching Beauty and the Beast too much and getting the wrong idea about humans and animals.
Why? It's like that horse fucking that guy. You know the guy was having pleasure.
There's a documentary about that, and everyone can check that out on Netflix. But hey, Edwin, thank you for calling in. We're going to keep checking in with you. If people want to find you in Tijuana, they'll contact you through Twitter.
One more thing. I'm trying to been calling Fat Tuesday. All I hear is fucking Flacito answering the phone. What the hell is that deal right there.
No. You got the wrong number then.
Oh shit.
We'll private message you her number.
Damn,
via
why you
right
diming out Flacito, wey?
Yeah, man. Get off don't blow off
Keep
Flacito.
eating your burgers over there.
Hey, he's in jail right now, so it's definitely not him answering the phone. But we're gonna hear from Fat Tuesday when we come back after break. So stay listening. And
all I gotta say is, how long is the Chinese name, man? Peace.
All right, so we're gonna hear from Fat Tuesday when we come back after break. White Bronco Show.
Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, holla. Do you know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller. Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, holla. Do you know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water.
Ladies and gentlemen, the White Bronco Show is very proud to announce the 420 Reefer Madness Party at my favorite dispensary, Captain Jackson Upland. Located at 2085 West Foothill Boulevard in Upland, Captain Jack's is the #1 spot for patients in the Inland Empire, and the 420 party will feature a massive raffle, tons of herb, and Pato Banton will be performing live. They're going to have food, they're going to have refreshments. Don't miss the blunt rolling and the joint rolling competition for all you fancy motherfuckers. Monday, April 20th, be at Captain Jack's at Upland for the 420 Madness Party. It's going to be the place to be. Back to the show.
That's right, people. We're getting a sponsorship from a weed cleanse, and they're having a little party, as you heard in that advertisement. Happy to have them as a sponsor. Also, we are sponsored by an underground Chihuahua / cockfighting animal fighting circuit, I guess. And most importantly, our show's main sponsor is Fat Tuesday. And we've had a lot of ups and downs with her. Payments are always up in the air, but you know what? We got her on the line. Fat Tuesday, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Fat Tuesday. First of all, we had a guy who said he's been having a hard time getting a hold of you. Has your number changed?
Well, obviously he doesn't have the correct number or something, because my phone is always working.
Okay, and then what's this other thing? I hear that you're really upset about something. What happened?
What the fuck is a machete? Who calls themselves Machete, Tommy?
Oh, I
got these people coming around saying they know you, requesting services from me. I'm performing services for them, and all of a sudden people saying that they got the White Bronco Show footing the bill for them. Explain yourself.
Did he go by Uncle Machete?
Yeah, he called himself Uncle Machete.
Yeah, okay.
Who is this boy, Tommy?
Uncle Machete, he's also one of our sponsors. So maybe there was a misunderstanding or something like that. He thought maybe his credit through the White Bronco Show overlapped to your business. But I mean, I think we could get things squared away. What did he kind of request? I mean, like, how much money does he owe you?
Tommy, he made me take him under the bleachers at the high school and have him eat my butthole while I'm eating cream corn. Who does that? Who does that, Tommy?
He just got out of jail.
Gas I get from cream corn?
He just got out of jail. His nephew is our main connection, and he actually went to jail, and then his uncle was released. So now we're kind of working with his uncle as a sponsor, just like we're working with you. While our main contact, Flacito, aka Jeeper, is in jail.
Tommy, listen to me. I'm not going to have nobody come around here trying to request no more services, nothing for free. And if anybody else comes and is not going to pay, it's going to be Uncle Machete first, because I got my own Pomona clique happening over here, Tommy. Do you understand?
Okay.
Does Machete understand?
Okay. Let's not make threats.
Flacito understand?
Let's not make threats. Everybody who's sponsoring the show.
Oh, I'm making threats now, Tommy.
Okay. I
hate cream corn.
Well, you know what? You didn't hate it when you were, getting your asshole licked. Tuesday, look, listen.
I'm not gonna lie. That's
Listen.
true.
We've worked with you when payments have been late, and you know what? The money, it will always be there, and you know what? The friendship has definitely always got to be there. So trust me as a friend, and you know, as a business partner, we'll get you your money, we'll square it away, and just do me a favor. If Uncle Machete comes by, you know, put one, you know, give him a Grim Reaper reach around, whatever you have to do, whatever he requests. Just remember, he's fresh out. He's probably gonna want your hair wet. And he's gonna, I don't know what guys fresh out want, but I guess it involves cream corn.
Well, cream corn is one of them. I gotta go back to Copenhagen because this next trick, he likes it when I spit Copenhagen on his feet.
Wow, that might be a family member of mine, but take care of that guy too, because I support anything Danish. So, all right, Copenhagen.
Okay, Tommy, say hi to Blaine for me.
All right, well, hey, thank you, Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Wow.
She's such a sweetheart, really. I mean, you know, I think she's a little bit misunderstood.
Yeah. You know what?
If I'm going to be honest.
But look, like, the way she pushes money around, she can make money. Trust me. It's not a problem. She might complain a little bit, but that's just like a hoe out of work because she's on her period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of her.
Yeah, she's scary. I know that's why you don't talk when she calls in. We got Coachella. We got Coachella coming up. Blaine or Aaron, you guys a fan of that, or what's your take on that?
I'm going for the first time this year, so
really?
We'll see if I'm a fan of it. I've talked a lot of shit on it in the past because I wasn't going, and I thought I would hold out forever since it already lasted this long. Dude, we're not even that old. I know, not even that I like, but I only know 5 of the bands playing at Coachella.
Yeah.
There's like 150 bands playing.
The only people who go there are females, and I let one of my old girlfriends go. And if you let a girl go to Coachella by herself, her pussy will come back looking like it went through Desert Storm. It'll come back fucking dehydrated.
Well, it's dry out there.
Yeah, dry as all can be.
Amen.
And kind of like a fucking grenade blew it up.
Amen.
Ooh.
Testify.
Yeah, and I know what erect pussy looks like.
Straight
I have
beat
a
up
small,
pastrami.
I had a small dick. It didn't damage my girlfriend's vagina, but she went out to Coachella, came back with she either had sex. This is what my theory is, with one guy who had a huge, massive cock the whole 4 days, or she fucked like 16 guys, and that's how it just got so loose and so thrash. But she tried to blame it on the drugs and the dehydration, and I'm like, your pussy doesn't dry up like a loaf of bread because of fucking dehydration and some drugs. You have a fucking,
I mean, could she have been putting drugs in there?
It's a Desert Storm pussy.
What if she was putting drugs in there? And there was like a pop rocks reaction that was going on.
That's true, but I'm not a fan of Coachella because of what it does to vaginas. So that's where I stand on it.
Well, people have to be careful. I heard that Coachella is it's the #1 event with incidences of people getting balloons or condoms filled with drugs stuck in their butts because they're inexperienced and they decide to do it for the first time going to Coachella. So I guess for PSA, for kids that are going, if you are going to smuggle anything in your rectum, read first. Read about it.
Just make sure you know what it is.
And lube up correctly, and use correct foresight when you're doing it, because it could get stuck in there, and Coachella could be 3 days of a backed up line in the hospital because 10 other dudes decided to do the same thing.
Word.
So, what else is happening, Blaine?
Let's go to I think we got another phone call coming.
Do we?
Yeah.
Let's go. Who's on the line? Caller, hello.
Hey, this is Flacito, aka Deeper.
How are you, man?
I'm calling to clear my uncle's name.
Yeah, well, so I guess Fat Tuesday is saying that he was trying to use the credit of the show, or maybe your credit, to pay for his experience.
First of all, before we talk business, let me pay my respects to the hombre from your show,
of course,
Morford, who died of AIDS. And oh man, I was like, I already threw him a shout out. I like that guy, man. He was funny because he was a Mexican,
Yeah, and I know you guys had a close bond.
I know, and I told you, my primo, he died of AIDS also in prison.
Right.
It's crazy, man, because I'm going through it right now. I'm in prison. He's dying of AIDS.
Did you used to lend some of your dogs to Morford?
Yeah, he was a guy like his brother and his brother's homie that help us dispose of the dogs.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to stay in touch with his brother, but you know what? Like I talked to my uncle Machete, and he's also upset about it too because he was friends with him. And you know what? We're dedicating Sprinkle's next fight to Morford's.
Well, I hope Sprinkles continues her win streak.
15-0.
I hope. Who is her next opponent?
It's this dog from Redlands. That's all I really know right now because I'm mostly calling you guys. Like you guys are my one call usually every day.
Right, of course. Well, and how are things in there? Is everyone treating you okay?
Shit is rough, bro.
Yeah. What's going on?
I wish I was outside to clear my uncle's name because, you know what? I'm the one who told him go in there. White Bronco Show will take care of you.
You know what I
mean? I thought it was like that, bro, because me and my cartel, we have given you guys a lot of money, bro, so take care of my Uncle Machete, okay?
Okay, we will. I would prefer that the show would just stay out of it and you guys have to deal with your own business, you know?
Yeah, and don't ever put a whore between me or my uncle and the show again.
Well, I don't feel that I did anything wrong here. I feel like you're.
I need that respect.
No, I respect you, Flacito. I'm saying you're yelling at me, and I don't think that I did anything. I don't feel like I deserve to get yelled at.
I'm an old school vaquero.
I think Aaron did it. I think you have the heat in the right place, Flacito.
All right, well, square up these debts with my uncle, and we'll call it even. And me and my associates will keep sponsoring your shows.
Wait, what? But you're telling me to square up the debt. Why do I have to square up the debt?
Oh, shit, I said I gotta go.
Man, I see. This is what because now I'm in. Like he's telling. I don't want to be in debt to the mob.
No,
dude.
you're in debt to him, and you know what?
The Mexican mafia. There's nothing I want to be in debt to, bro.
I think it's time that you own up to it. I think you did it, Aaron.
Own up to what?
I think it's your responsibility. I think it's your responsibility. You're not taking care of Machete.
Listen, our business relationship as far as sponsorship is a business relationship. I don't see how Machete's extracurricular activities with somebody who happens to be also a sponsor of the show has anything to do with the show. And if Machete is claiming show, that's Machete claiming show. That's not show actually representing and being that's Machete claiming show.
No. Listen, Flacito Machete, I know you're listening. It's really Aaron. Distraught. It's Aaron's fault.
Thank you for throwing me under the bus.
Anger is focused on the right. You think I want to mad at me? They're not mad at me, cabrón.
No,
I just can't believe that because Morph had AIDS, they were making him throw away the dead dogs. That's kind of what I picked up on that. So that's pretty fucked up. That's what he was doing in his last days because we know for AIDS victims it's hard to find employment. So kind of an AIDS awareness episode / tribute episode to our fallen co-host, Ryan Morford. This has been the White Bronco Show. Sorry it was kind of a sad one, guys, but people die of AIDS, man.
We gotta move on.
People die of AIDS. White Bronco Show on Twitter. Listen to us hopefully as a podcast on your own terms, or Wednesday night if you're up not watching South Park.
Hey, if everybody listening tells 5 people about the show, we might get 5 people listening to the show, guys. So help us out.
That was a weak ass fucking plug to end it. You know what I mean? But hopefully we'll find some fucking sickos out there through YouPorn, RedTube, and all that weird shit, and YouTube who start liking the show. So if you like it, tell people. If not, keep listening, call in, and we'll see you next week.
My reply, pronto, cousin. Execute stage 2, put the turkey in the oven. For those who don't know, that means he got the blow.